hoping I fall off. But I'm at the top, I'm just a brown boy from the block.
She's so good at what she do, I might bust a move. Dropping on the lock while I sprinkle. How come when I'm the only time you need me? How come when I'm popping is the only time you see me? She's so good at what she do, ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. I ain't with no. I don't trust in not so many photos that I cropped.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their two meetings last season. So it's one try to get a leg up.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, giving him some nice offensive production with 13 points a game. And so James will bring it up for Cleveland. Screen by James. Here's Irving. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Cleveland shooting their first free throw this game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Pass to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Fourth 3. The rebound by Allen. And here comes Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. Out to Thompson. The 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
Hartenstein, such a tough cover on the interior. Knows angles, has great strength and size.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And it's SGA missing. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Back to you, B.A.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, the athleticism and the speed of James in the open floor never ceases to impress. He is just a beast at finishing these fast break opportunities.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Screen by Holmgren. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
To the middle. Here's James. Cleveland working the ball around now. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. It's Wiggins on the wing. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
And the Thunder making a change here. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Thunder with a lead. Wallace outside. Inside. Caruso. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Wow, Alex Caruso showing some touch on the interior.
Outside Irving. Fires the three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
You know, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Oklahoma City shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Alex Caruso, to me, one of those guys who's a plug-and-play no matter what system you put him in. Work ethic, IQ, unselfish defense, willing to mix it up and be competitive everywhere on the floor.
Here's Wiggins. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And the shot's good by Irving.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder out in front, up by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Right side Garland. From deep, Melton. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. To the paint. And the shot's good by Wiggins. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard. Look at Alex Caruso get after it on the defensive end. That's a big-time send back.
Garland way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Garland's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Strus. And stolen by Williams. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations. I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Down low. Caruso with the bucket. Caruso's got 6 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Strus's shot is off. Thunder leading by 6. to the paint. Stolen by Strus. Inside. Nance. And Nance with the slam.
Man, that's Nance Jr.'s go-to move. This guy does. Messing around when he gets that kind of position.
So Mark Degno will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. The Thunder with another miss. And here comes Cleveland, trailing by 4. Doris, if you want the definition of a solid NBA player, Max Strus fits the bill.
Absolutely, BA, and there's a couple reasons for that. First and foremost, his competitive toughness is on display nightly. The guy never gives up on a play. You can ask him to guard up a position because he's got physical strength. He's a fearless knockdown shooter, and if you give him any space from 3, he's going to catch his rhythm and have a big night.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Strus covering. Pass to Holmgren. From the arc. Oh, Holmgren! The touch from range.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Out of bounds into the Oklahoma City's ball.
Substitution on the court.
1:19 left in the first half. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. Hunter with some nice D.
And they're winning despite his poor showing offensively. Some nights, your teammates have to carry you.
James. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
SGA can't get it to go.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
The kick to Hunter. Irving for 3. The Thunder with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's James. Holmgren with the block.
Oh, Chet Holmgren meets that one at the rim. Nicely done.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 18-footer right on the mark. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. 5 ticks left to play in the half. Here's James. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
Williams in the post. And the layup is good off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Screen by Holmgren. Outside, SGA. From downtown, the offensive rebound. Misses from short range. The Cavaliers trail by 4. The crossover. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
On the wing, Thompson. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. Thompson's got 6 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
SGA with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And SGA throws it down.
I'll tell you, if you're Gilgeous-Alexander and you can get out in transition and get yourself an easy bucket, boy, that's money in the bank.
James outside. Clock at 6. Goes up at the stripe. Dort grabs the miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Let's take a look for Hartenstein. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. On the wing, Thompson. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Thunder leading by 3. Outside, SGA. All sorts of time. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. 6 points for him.
A very few people do it more often or better in pick-and-roll action than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tough to stop.
And it's James with the jam.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Oh, got that one up quick. That's 7 points for Jalen Williams.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pass to James. The 3 ball. The Thunder with the rebound.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Williams from deep. Holmgren. Rebounded by LeBron.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Cleveland shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
Cleveland again missing. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Leading by 5. Pass to Wallace. And here is Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Melton. The shot, no good. Williams with it. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Williams. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, it's clear the defense. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Oklahoma City leading by 7. And it's Caruso on the take. Pass to Joe. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Right side, Strus. To the middle. Here's Wade. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Boy, pretty pass from Max Strus. You think of him as a shooter, but don't sleep on the passing game.
Pass to Wallace. It's stolen by Garland. He launches a 3. He drops it from range.
Boy, it takes some guts to pull up from three-point range on the fast break, but definitely the right move. You drill it, you look good.
Caruso misses.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Pass to Strus to take the lead. The offensive rebound. Garland for three. Knocks down the long J. And the Cavaliers lead by one.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
From deep, Strus. Out to Garland. Jacks up a three. Kept alive. On the wing, Strus. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. And Darius Garland with the three. And it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
And it's their poor defensive rebounding that's really igniting this run.
He launches. Can't get it to go.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Strus. Nance in the post. Now Garland. From deep. The putback. The putback. How about the activity?
You have got to admire the work Max Strus puts in. The energy he plays with elevates his team.
Caruso fires. And he can't stop the run as that misses.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Oh, the long ball, no good. Thunder trail by 6. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
It's money from deep.
You want to talk about a guy with great range, that is Mr. Isaiah Jones.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everyone is alive, given the situation right now. So both teams changing it up here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Now Holmgren to tie it up. Oh, Chet, the corner three.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Outside Thompson. Now James. A minute 6 left in the final quarter. Allen outside. Irving. The three ball is down.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Hartenstein. Thompson with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, missed on the tray. And it's Cleveland's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Outside Thompson. The triple drop.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
SGA with a steal.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And the three misses. James outside. And so the Cavaliers take the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
They're happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Dropping the top on the Bentley, I'm with the Birdman, yeah, the Eagle. Eat out my man, I'm chewing out, I don't know none of these people. Let my little shawty go get me a bring back me a. Yes, I got trust, I'm not worried about that, they know they can get. I swear I done got me a check, I got a check. I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Sheesh. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Sheesh. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I'm like, baby, 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 I need rest. Baby, 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 I need rest. Baby, 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 I want rest. Baby, 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 I need rest. We got London on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track. You ain't even on me. Yeah. Yeah, fuck back too close. You ain't even on me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. They're getting their first look at the Thunder, their first game of the NBA's regular season. And in one of the all-time classic series, they won Game 7, forever cementing themselves as NBA champions.
And this is a rematch from the NBA Finals a season ago. They came up a little short, looking for some redemption tonight.
I agree with you. They're hoping to be the ones hoisting the trophy this season. Tonight provides an opportunity to make a statement.
Now, Nembhard, after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
An 0 for 4 start. Somebody forgot to take this team out of the cooler.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end. And as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside. He has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Kevin?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Now, here's Siakam. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Williams. 17-foot shot on the way. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Back to Siakam. They get a hand on it. Taken away by Williams. 3-on-3 from past the arc. The putback outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Nesmith. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Thunder with the lead. Well, Aaron Nesmith isn't just a high-effort player, he also provides a valuable skill set.
He sure does, Kevin. I mean, he's strong, he's athletic, can guard a couple of positions, he rebounds effectively for his size, and he's a sniper from the three-point line. He's an absolute laser. And I think his greatest attribute is his competitiveness as a defender.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing on the left. Here's Hartenstein, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
1:20 left here in the opening quarter. And here is Siakam. No scoring in this one. Holmgren with the steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals and transition.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Halliburton looking around. Pass to Nembhard. Over Wallace. Again, Indiana. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. And a wide open look for SGA. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
It's stolen by SGA. It's a tie game in Indiana. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And it's good for 2.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And there's the foul. They're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Mathurin for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Back to Caruso. From outside the arc. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. So it's the Pacers now. And the wide open shot from McConnell. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. McConnell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
McConnell's selective when it comes to shooting the 3. But when he does take it, he has a good chance of going in for him.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based accountability type of basis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Inside, Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his first points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Mathurin. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Walker. Here's Huff. Tries again. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
And so Mark Daigneault calls. Timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Williams, that's for two. Second shot opportunity. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And it's SGA in the corner. Back to Holmgren. The Pacers pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Siakam left side. Just his first attempt. And the shot is good. Siakam's got his first 2 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
SGA up top. Just 5 to shoot. The three. Holmgren. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Halliburton outside. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Tipped away. Pass to Nembhard. To the paint. Takes it out to Siakam. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
In the corner, it's Nesmith. It's over Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Pass to Siakam. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And it's SGA in the corner. No good. That would have tied it. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. It's the Pacers. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And there's the call on Lou George. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Driving the lane. Huff. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Huff's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. It's Nembhard on the wing. There's a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Huff, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
For the tie, it's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
Down low. Here's Huff. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Huff's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Pass to Hartenstein. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 8 points for Isaiah Hartenstein.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Here's Nemhard. Outside, Kuminga. And they'll turn it over. They did not get off the shot. 4-second violation. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Thunder trailing by 3. Wallace outside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Now, here's McConnell. And Siakam has it in the corner. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Punishing the defense with that rim rattler. Siakam getting spicy out there.
Joe can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 5. To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Joe. There's a screen by Williams. Joe, good.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Guys, back to you.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Caruso. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. To the inside. Here's Siakam. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 6 points for Siakam.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Joe can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McConnell. Rebound by Williams. Wallace looking for an opening. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Walker. No good on the last second attempt there.
Indiana, 27. The Thunder, 23.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 4. Holmgren goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Aaron Nesmith. Free throw drops for Holmgren. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nesmith with the ball. Basket good. And it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Huff. Now here's Nesmith. That 3 off the mark.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, a home run generates space for this offense.
Pass to Nemhard. And here is Neesmith. Stolen by Dort. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Now Hartenstein. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
He's so dangerous in the pick and roll. Halliburton beating the defense with that pass right there.
Now Dort. Off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Dort outside. The 3 is off.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Halliburton. Now Mathurin. Siakam. And down goes the 3.
When Siakam is assertive like this, I love it. I mean, knocking down these kinds of shots is huge for building confidence.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Halliburton. Here's Kuminga. Halliburton outside. Now Siakam. Clock at 6. Up top, Kuminga. Now Siakam. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Thunder trailing by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Outside Holmgren. Here's Caruso. Siakam with the rebound.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Lets it go from 11. Cleared away by Caruso.
That's the plan defensively. Can't give him an inch of breathing room. Keep that space tight.
Outside SGA. Lets loose a 3. Can't get it. Here's Indiana. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Outside Kuminga. Left side Halliburton. Siakam outside. Misses the 3. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done.
All the good girls that made bad choices. Yeah.
Where all the good girls that made bad choices?
Lunch and Big Sur, magnesium wheels on the Porsche. Made a cup of extra, sold a half a bird with the moisture. Tryna dodge in them 4 tours. But Metro time with my Delore. I bought the ASC McLaren, rocking all velour. Bucket hat cocked to the side, I'm a connoisseur. How you broke his, but outside chasing. I ain't got no label on the fish, but it's all Dior. This the flow they been waiting on. I got an 80 on. Why you kissing to that you be hating on? Got certain accounts just for money growth, and I don't even gotta do but just make more. Real go make sure it's fam good. Real never quit, even when it's slow. Oh, you thought them was some canned goods, bust them open, then we right back on the road. Sweatpants, count $250,000 on the floor.
You know these balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual, face match the Air Forces. What all the good girls that make bad choices? What all the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah. What all the good girls that made bad choices?
Hi, and welcome. Everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here we go. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
The mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Here's Conley, following the score by Oklahoma City. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got his second basket of the night. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
4 on the shot clock. For 3, Edwards.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
SGA from outside. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Over SGA. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
Stops, pops, and again it's Minnesota.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Edwards. It's deflected. And it's SGA penetrating.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Randall. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
So it's Minnesota now. The Thunder making the shot. They set the pick. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 10 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Hey guys, the Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Guys, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Got 1:18 left in the first. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Screen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, the defense baited him into that pass, and he fell into the trap.
Back to Hartenstein. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels right side. That one good for two.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And that concludes them. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a three-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Timberwolves trailed by 3. Edwards with it. Williams picks him up.
Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
Now, here's SGA. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Here is Conley. Still scoreless. That's a 2 from Randle. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Shot on the wing. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. In Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's Randle. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now, here's SGA. 11 points in the game. Holmgren can't hit.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Pass to Berenger. Now Edwards. Defended by Dort. Edwards making a statement.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Well, with his wingspan, Alex Caruso is better than your average guard down low.
Edwards reaching in, and Edwards with the stop.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. .54 seconds left to play in the first half. Gobert with it. Now SGA defending. Edwards can't hit.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And here is Caruso. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, in that two-man set, Caruso just going himself. Very smart.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Edwards. Edwards just makes it look simple inside.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thunder out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Mitchell. Inside. Stolen by McDaniel. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Strong finish by Randall. He's really worked on his upper body over his career.
And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
A three. Here's Gobert. Oh, man!
Pounding the offensive glass. That's where Gobert gets a lot of his extra chances.
Here's Wallace. Pops in the layup for 2. Wallace has got his first points in this one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Randall outside. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's Wallace penetrating. Pass to Williams. Back to Wallace. Lock at 6. Here's Joe. This one for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. So Coach Van Gundy after. Oh, look at that.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Here's Joe. From outside off the mark. Edwards. Caruso grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 3. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Kevin?
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, he loves to distribute. Caruso very much a team-first guy.
So it's Minnesota now. 3-point lead. Conley surveying the D. Pass to DiVincenzo. Hits the three-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The kick out to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. That shot is off.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given. Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
Now here's Wallace. Out to the right wing. And that one's good. Caruso's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, Caruso is a very selective shooter, but he was committed to getting those points.
Knocks down the 3-ball. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wallace misses.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Here's Conley. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the contest. Thunder trailing by 8. Over in the corner, Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. McDaniels, here we go. Count that bucket.
An aggressive move by McDaniels, a guy who keeps growing his game.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Williams got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Here's Joe.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points.
Well, good luck catching Dante DiVincenzo on the fast break. He is quick.
Caruso, no good. DiVincenzo with it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timber. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Timberwolves leading by 13. Now Randall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Holmgren.
No stranger to getting to the line. Randall had a chance to draw a foul, and he made sure the ref saw.
And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Randall outside. just 5 on the clock. Puts one up from 19. Edwards, that's good. 23 points for Anthony Edwards. From deep as GA. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Oh, here's Edwards. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. On the wing, Williams launches it. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randle has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, when you're the size of Gobert, you're already living above the rim.
Outside Williams. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, Minnesota. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Shot clock at 6. And Torch gets it to go.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Hartenstein. And there's the dunk.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now Gobert. Randle outside. Puts it up from deep. Hartenstein with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Williams outside. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 17. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Come on, can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunity.
Here's Hartenstein. Outside, Dort, and the shot goes in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Now here's Randle. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate.
意的是难的是等，来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，哎，中指力滚力，对应好运八方来。 散了才能聚，你不出手，说了在才从八方来。
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause he hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These just mad cause they in my archives. Jordan came back so if you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Tell him run this back like so-so. Got this rap here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib. Walk out the mall with some shoes for the kids. Deposit a check, my bank full of M's. Paid on my rent, now I'm up for the year. The view look crazy from here. What I paid for some dogs could've bought me veneers. Texas piece on my neck could've bought your career. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause he hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Stuff in Cali, let my little brother, my little boy get whatever he want. Madam T don't be asking for much. The rest of that get a punch. Left wrist on some, I had to stunt. Right wrist, I just did it because 600 the labor, you know how we coming. Tell them they ain't taking nothing. Standing on business with go get you some money. I just got off a tour, finna go on another one. Album done, finna drop me another one. Couple M's, finna run up another one. Super Bowl ring, I had to go double. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause he hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Hey.
A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right?
That is a great finish! Oh my!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's Dort. That's good, and SGA with the assists.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
From 17 feet out, Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson with the drive. And Thompson slams it home.
So fast of foot on the run. I see her tough to catch.
Screen by Hartenstein. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And there it is for him.
And for a shooter like Hero, that floater is a key shot. You can use it against teams who overplay that three-point line.
Hey, that's the goal. Generate high percentage looks.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
To the left wing. Holmgren outside. SGA with the ball. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
Oklahoma City trailing. Holmgren outside. And the three off target. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. And here's SGA. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Holmgren in the corner. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Outside Hero. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, what you have to love about Hero is how confident he is. Some of the shots he takes and makes demonstrate that to a T.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Hero.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Well, remember, Hero came into the league as a scorer, and he's only gotten better, continuing to round out his game.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. There's Jackson with the 3. It's good from long range. Jackson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Outside for Jackson. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Jackson with the screen. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Outside, Dort. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
Oklahoma City, 9.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets.
To the wing right side. Here's Marshall. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't, and the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Caruso. Off target from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Rozier, here we go. Makes it off the glass. Rozier's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Let's go. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Up top, Hockhead. Mitchell wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Now Rozier. He has 6. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And Terry Rozier, a combustible scorer, coach, who competes on the defensive end of the floor as well.
Great point, Kevin. I mean, Terry Rozier really made his career at the defensive end of the floor. He developed as an offensive player over time in the league, but he made his name and got his playing time based on what he did defensively.
Pass to Jovic. They set the pick. On the top of the key, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Rozier's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And here is Caruso. A three-pointer, no good.
This has not been his quarter so far. He needs to find a way to get going here.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Marshall. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look for Oklahoma City. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. Miami grabs the miss.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Powell outside. Off target from three-point range. For 3, Holmgren. Offensive rebound. Hartenstein can't get it to go. A big-time effort for Terry Rozier, providing a lot of energy for Miami. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Outside for Jackson. SGA with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Now, Hero. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Williams for three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Mitchell outside. He can't hit that time. Thunder trailing by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Holmgren the screen. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Outside Jackson. The tray. Screen by Gafford. Launches a three. And it's Jaren Jackson with the three. Jackson's got 9.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr., Coach, brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league. Well, Jackson Jr. is an athlete, a big man with some big-time hops.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
To the middle, and stolen by Williams. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Kevin?
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. That one wide left.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Outside, Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Back to Jackson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Gafford with the ball. Williams picks him up. Gafford misses. Here's SGA. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Here's Hero. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Miami Heat finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Oklahoma City, 21.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Caruso. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Thunder trailing by 13. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it.
Well, that's what Powell's out there to do. Pressure the defense and force mistakes.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Pass to Marshall. Now here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, even at this stage in his career, Powell explodes off the floor. Big bird.
Here's Caruso. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Pass to Powell. Back to Rozier. This one for three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. On the wing, Wallace. Back to Caruso. Mitchell outside. And here is Caruso. Guarded by Powell. Takes a step back. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Marshall. Over in the corner, Rozier. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Jaquez. 3. Good.
Well, Jaquez doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he can hit those when he's feeling it.
Rozier with the steal. The rim rattler, making no mistake.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
I love seeing Powell in attack mode. Seeing a lane open up and slashing his way inside with ease.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Not loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Out of bounds. Miami ball.
Here's Powell. Pulls it up. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Under trailing by 19. With the teardrop. And oh, the lay-in, and he gets it done.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Rozier with the ball. Now, SGA defending. Nifty move. Yes, that goes in. Powell's got 7 now in this quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Miami.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jaren Jackson.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Got a piece of it. On the wing, Rozier. And another basket for Miami.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Here's Rozier.
Player standing out of bounds. Oklahoma City ball. Substitution on the court.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game. And
all I want is I ain't got no tape. Little, Major, sit right here on my tape. Like put some dollars in my glass, whoa, on my mic. What the f y'all talking about bodies for? Y'all just type.
Put up, I don't hang with rats, that's some new type. On the news type. Don't screw tight, just a sad crew type. Got a bad at home voodoo type. Take down mega stallions by the crew type.
Text high level my shirt, Rasta type. I lay my dreams, Rasta type. I just take a the turf, shell monster type.
She don't speak no English, man, the top type. Me ran her mouth cause I'm a boss type. Wow.
Tell me if you still love her. It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some mood. Then again, I can be. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 like Bisons. I just any money I pick. She ain't even really my type, and out here she been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I get it. Oh girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you been fighting for your shot, and you been searching for your spot. Girl, I fit it. Yeah, girl, I fit it. Yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove? Or you want someone like you? Tell me if you still love her. It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to you way before. Before I had you right in some rooms.
And I like some money tonight.
Then again, I can be.
I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m., don't stress. At 3, that kick in. At 30, you feel your best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a lure be the best.
I'm looking at her and her starting to turn into you. Now you start. My mind, is it you, is it her?
We bop to the birds. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding upstairs, it's a leak. I make it. Bon appetit when I feast.
Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this cabaret Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you by the Terrell? And all the kids downstairs asleep. And are you obsessed by yourself? A minute from there, is it some room for me? Baby, do tell. Tell me if you still love her. It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some rooms. But then again, I can be.
how she. A freak into and they going, yeah. Honeymoon out in Aspen, it's snowing, yeah. She in the cut, got a. She want the pie, I don't know what got a in the car and the got a nightlight. I'm popping the G6, I'm on the G6, I'm still I'm flowing. Get up and get up and get up. Yeah, I didn't ride through the streets in a clan to come in and get by. Feel like a Dubai, feel like Tupac. Riding a new drive. Got two girls in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut. Which one to choose? I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. I got two girls in the cut. I don't know who to choose. I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you.
Easy out of here. Easy out of here.
Out there in the city eating Western takeaways, and he packed up his guitar and tried to find a place to play, but they against his head and made sure he was. And his last thoughts were the things he didn't say. His cheeks, they turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Ride on, ride on, ride on. They all went out one evening and it's gone. And they tried to figure out whose turn it was to pay, but they never made it back to bed. Some may recall that tears were shed, and no one's lives will ever be the same. Ride on, ride.
Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to the Celtics. And it's SGA penetrating.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's SGA. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Indiana moving it around. To the middle. Pass to Nembhard. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here's SGA. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
It's stolen by Hartenstein. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Indiana. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Trains the three-pointer.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that three with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
And here is Holmgren. Defended by Kuminga. Williams for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And Clark, how about Indiana's recent run? Making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back seasons.
You know, the last time that happened, Kevin, was about a decade ago when Paul George was the man leading the Pacers. Unfortunately, they fell to LeBron's Heat both times. I was courtside for a couple of those matchups. And then last season, advancing to the finals and pushing it all the way to 7 games. The Pacers have a really bright future ahead of them, in my opinion. If you do not keep Siakam out of the paint, he'll make you pay.
Shot to stop the run. Lets it fly from 18. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Williams for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And stolen by Williams. Here's Dort. Up again. Here's SGA. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Here's Nembhard. Still yet to score. Clock at 4. Here's Dort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when it comes to physical play, it's hard to get the best of Dort. He invites contact at both ends.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that. The Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Halliburton. And a wide open look for Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Kind of a rare area for Siakam, but, you know, he's got the skills to knock down that mid-range J.
To the paint. Here's Williams. Off target at the rim. No good on the shot. Pascal Siakam getting it done for Indiana. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here's McConnell. Over in the corner, Mathurin. McConnell with it. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
Indiana leading. Pass to Huff. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Here's Indiana. McConnell scanning the floor. Down low. And it's Mathurin missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Wallace. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to McConnell. To the inside. Indiana moving the ball over. High post. Jackson. No scoring in this one. Can they get it? Rebound by Williams.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
And it's Wallace penetrating. The 3 drills the three-pointer. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Nembhard. And Neesmith with the slam.
Just flying around up there. Neesmith throwing it down nicely.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Well, Aaron Neesmith isn't just a high-effort player. He also provides a valuable skill set.
He sure does, Kevin. I mean, he's strong. He's athletic. Can guard a couple of positions. He rebounds effectively for his size, and he's a sniper from the three-point line. He's an absolute laser. And I think his greatest attribute is his competitiveness as a defender. Just another thing Siakam does well, running the floor.
Caruso with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. There's Williams. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Back to Siakam. Inside. And stolen by Williams. And it's Wallace penetrating. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. So it's the Pacers now. Siakam. Rebound by Williams. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Caruso, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 1. And Neesmith with the slam. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Siakam, high post. 2 on the clock. And Kuminga puts it in.
Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers lead by 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Neesmith. Down low. It's stolen by Dort. Holmgren right side. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Now here's Kuminga. Halliburton up top. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Kuminga, no good.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Do you want a high percentage take offensively? Get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. It's Nembhard on the wing. Can't hit that one.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Kevin, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Hallie, for the report.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. Indiana trailing here. To the middle. Caruso with the steal. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. On the wing, Mathurin. To the left side wing. Shoots it up. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Walker in the corner. Now McConnell. Scoreless thus far. Outside Jackson for the lead. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. There's a screen by Williams. Inside. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
Pacers trailed by 3. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Down low, stolen by Walker. To the inside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Airtight rim protection from Holmgren, using his length beautifully.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Williams. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. And there's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Here's McConnell. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Thunder with the lead. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wallace. Still without a basket. Over in the corner, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams can't hit. Caruso with the steal. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Thunder, up by 2. And we're just...
Indiana, 25.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here is Mitchell. Out to Wallace. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Nesmith to take the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Boy, he's got a nice stroke on his three-point shot. Nesmith can be lethal from behind that arc.
And it's Williams throwing it down. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for it.
It has been a big night for Nesmith, getting into his bag and putting up a big number.
Good D by Siakam. The Pacers with the lead. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
They get a hand on it. And Williams, here we go. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Pass to Nembhard. Bangs home the trifecta. Nembhard got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Holmgren. The 3 doesn't go. Here's Halliburton. Right Sweeping the lane. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Strong take right there by Halliburton. You know, when he sees a lane to the rim, he really goes after it.
Hartenstein with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 7. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent touch around the rim.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Now Halliburton. Taken away by Williams. Here's SGA. Lou Dort. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Both teams will make substitutions. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. From outside, it's off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Holmgren fires, and he does not hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Now Jackson. SGA with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
And you talk about clutch plays. I mean, defensively and offensively. And we saw it right there.
To tie it up. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Jordan, that one is good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Stolen by McConnell. Here's Mathurin. Releases from 15. Holmgren rips down the rebound. For the win. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply